Most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, but he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Archon, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. I swear we've met him before. Master Alfino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Archon are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarpon, but Alfino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Sid? What are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? The Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. Must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monitarists and Crystal Braves. Kerthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I, fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Uldar to the Monitarists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states. But know that I will do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monitarists claim. Marshal Tarpon, I know not what to say. Now that Father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alfino. Your airship awaits. Up, up. There's no rest for the righteous. Should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Hoshfall. Mayhap he will know what to do. And that was, what, just about an hour? Master Alphino told me your tale, Archon. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. No, we're still in 2.55. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full. You get achievements at the end of patches. This is the last quest of 2.55.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Outside, okay. Translation, go say hi to Emmerich. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Time for another run of cutscenes. Rah. In we go. Yeah, this is the end of 3.55. This is the end of ARR. We're just going to see the end of the first expansion cutscenes. I believe up next we're going to be taken into Ishgard. Alphino, Archon, is it really you? I'm so happy that you're... Tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. Then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Philomene told me to run, and so I did. I ran until my legs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way. And then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Fraves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Ah, yes, my mask. She was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. Transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. So we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come. But no one else did. My people are searching for the other signs even as we speak. We have met with no successes yet. I'd hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. Ah, but you should know. The Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor.
"'Tis all my doing.
I mean, yeah, but
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought.
yes, that was your arrogance, not believing that you could take money from the Syndicate and not face any ramifications of that.
I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
Brought you hot cocoa.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
You made mistakes. Very, very big mistakes. But the path forward is not to make no decisions. It's to learn from your mistakes and make better ones.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Been led to believe that if you skip the credits, the audio on this gets a little weird. Hello, Elidibus. Can you blame him? Of course Raban is pissed. The order was not his to invoke. His device was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Yep, he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. Northern lands, then? The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation, unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thy intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star.
deepest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Okay, mini Midgard Soma. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavenward. Heaven's word. That was 2.55, and that is the end of A Realm Reborn. We're going to do one more thing before I end the stream.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefort.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Thank you.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
But can I call it the Falling Snows?
Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Because I was promised that my next headquarters could be called the Falling Snows.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together.
And they always name drop the next expansion at the end of the credits for the previous one. For the last patch of the previous one. They always do that.
There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
I just want to get to Ishgard. I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries of at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. I adore the little touch of the fact that the cat has actual toe beans on it. Words of House for Toms. Ah, yes, you may pass.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of
About
redemption,
damn time
with
he
hope
did.
yet in their hearts, they came.
He has elf shoes. They gave Alfredo the elf shoes. That's great.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Dun dun dun. From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fontaine. Heavensward. So what we are supposed to do is get rid of that map to nothing, is talk to him. But I'm just going to attune to the Otherite. And we will pick back up next week with the start of Heavensward.